Bradley, Man United 0, Bournemouth 3. Could have been 4 at the end, probably should have been, who cares. Lost for words, mate, lost for words.
Same as you, I'm lost for words. That was a disgusting performance from top to bottom. And it was worse than Liverpool 5-0 at Old Trafford. Maybe not feel-wise, but the actual performance was worse because they're not as good as what Liverpool are, and it's just a disgrace, really.
How do you assess what you just saw? Because when that happens, it's usually the players don't care, they've stopped fighting for the manager, or, you know, this player's a disgrace, or this one player wasn't trying. But today felt like just a lot of it, all of it, is just wrong.
It was everything. Like, what minute did this go? Like the 4th minute? I knew we had to change something from the 2nd minute, because there was one moment where Onana had the ball. He passed it really slow to Luke Shaw. It was like a hospital pass, and then Luke Shaw kicked out for a throw-in. Then Bruno tried a back heel, and then give away a free kick, and then everything was just a mess. And then they scored by Luke Shaw giving the ball away again, and it was just all wrong. Like, when Bournemouth broke, you could see the passing patterns were all there, and it was like in a set structure. When United broke, there was no set structure at all, and when we had to defend, we couldn't get ourselves back into position to be able to defend.
Yeah, they'll pick it up on the counter-attack, and then obviously 2 set pieces. You look at the lack of marking and accountability. I haven't even seen the goals back, but I don't know whose players got free, but it was just absolutely shocking marking, shocking defending.
Disgusting. I wouldn't even recommend to watch him back. It was childlike defending. Luke Shaw regular just got bullied in the air, and literally all he did was just put a hand on his shoulder, and he just went down on the floor. I'm like, what do you do? What do they do in training? Do they do like gym work, or I don't know what they do. Like, it's clueless. I don't know what to say.
I feel like we always say this after a bad loss, yeah, because we never have I seen a team in their worst years take so many embarrassing defeats as us. That's what hurts me. We get battered a lot. But when it's like this, is there? I hate asking this because I say it every time, but it's like, is there a way back? What does the future look like going forward? How, we've got Bayern Munich next. We know what's going to happen there. You've got Liverpool next. You know what's going to happen there. Is there a way back?
It's a difficult answer to a question, because do you know how I said Fred's like a box of chocolates? Man United are that. You don't know what we're going to get with Man United, because the Chelsea performance, it was night and day from what we saw today, and then the Newcastle performance, and if Ten Hag gets sacked next month, which wouldn't surprise me, he'd be the quickest manager to win manager of the month and then get sacked.
And that's ironic, isn't it? Just literally manager of the month, goal of the month, player of the month, and then you come and lose 3-0 to Bournemouth.
Could have been 4 as well.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the disallowed goal,
yeah.
And even forget about the disallowed goal, there's so many other times where they could have scored goals. It could have been 5 or 6.
Do you think the player? And again, we have to go back to the same old questions, because we have to try and get our head around what's happened. Do you think the players have just given up? Were they complacent today? Is that just who the players are? Is that just who Ten Hag is, where he can get a tune out of them sometimes, but not all the times? What do you think?
I think it's a mix of everything, to be honest. I think that's what they are. They're inconsistent, but also I think Ten Hag has to take a lot of accountability for that, because surely the Bournemouth players are better than our players, and their passing patterns were way better than ours, and that comes down to the manager, because I don't know what goes on in the training ground, but we can't see it on the pitch. Even when we were taking set pieces today, it was like they were winging it. Load of them would just hit the front post, back post, or straight at the keeper. And it's there's no set structure for the corners or the throw-ins or free kicks, or the way we're going to try and build up the play or play off the back. It's all pedestrian. It's almost like it's in the moment. It's instinct. It's not planned.
It's not rehearsed. Yeah. Do you think Ten Hag can survive this? What's happening now, and let's be honest, what's probably about to happen in the next 7 days? Bayern Munich, Liverpool. Do you think Ten Hag can survive this?
I don't think he will. But what I will say is it's not just him. It's there's 3 parts to the question that we need to be answered why we're going through this phase since Fergie's left. A, it's the players. B, it's Ten Hag, and C, it's the structure of the football club. And what needs to happen when Jim Ratcliffe comes in, that's what we're expecting to happen. I don't know how long it's going to take because it keeps getting delayed.
Yeah.
We need to... I wouldn't even sign anyone in Jan. No one. What we need to do is we need to get John Claude Blanc in. We need to get Paul Mitchell. And the scouts clearly are good enough. We need to rip the whole club up from top to bottom before you bring any manager in, before you get rid of any players. And then once we've done that, when we go to that summer, probably get rid of Eric Ten Hag and probably get rid of a lot of these players and build again. Rebuild the ship.
Scrap it all.
Yeah, because there's no point just getting get a bit rid of it and then try and build it off not good foundations. Like it's like building a cake and then you leave like some mouldy stuff there and then you try to build the cake, but then it's going to keep on falling down because you're still leaving the core of the crap that are still in the football club. So it all needs to go. Obviously, you can't do that straight away. So when we get that set structure, which does need to happen, then we need to be patient. We said we're going to do that for Ten Hag, but Ten Hag's come to Man United at the wrong time because he's in this structure because if you look at the players he signed all the players from Eredivisie, so it's clearly him scouting the players, him bringing in the players. Power, as you said, too much power. And I mean, I watched the Man City all or nothing. The only part I couldn't watch them lifting the Premier League. Yeah. But when they did like the transfers, Pep, for an example, would go to the boardroom and go, I want a centre back. I want these three qualities. I want it to be agile, quick, and powerful. Then what they'll go and do is they'll go scout 5 players, and it doesn't matter which one they sign because they believe that they've got the quality in any of the 5 players to fill a Pep system. And that's what Man United need to do because it's all wrong.
Every other club does it apart from us, eh?
Yeah.
Listen, Brad, I don't know what to say to you about the next couple of games. Just don't watch. Don't watch.
Neither drinks.
Exactly. Very